Okay, I think we're good. Let's give it a shot. We should be set. Yeah, okay. I think we're here. What's happening? Hello, hello. Woo. All right, just double checking how we looking. Audio. Cool. Okay, how about that? Is that better? Oh my gosh, man. Technology's the worst. All right, we should be good now. We should be good. Give me thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, try that out. Okay, that's much better. Thank you so much, dude. Trying to get like AirPods, trying to get laptop, trying to get everything going is the worst. Anyway, um, funny story, like no joke. Like I literally brought all my camera, my camera, my lighting, my microphone, and like everything to Germany inside my checked luggage. And I kid you not, as soon as I landed in Germany, I got an email from Delta saying, "Hey, unfortunately, your bag didn't make it." So, yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, so now I gotta figure out like where in the world is my luggage with all my cool stuff in it. I have my laptop and I'm using like all these weird ways to do it. And then I get like this word that freaking Kirby Air Riders is there's a direct happening over here. I have no idea, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So like everything, like even my clothing. Oh, luckily I had my laptop and Switch 2 because like if I put my Switch 2 inside there, I would have been done. I would have been cooked. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's a story for another day. I'm out here trying to stream this direct over here, so you'll have to let me know how audio looks and everything like that, or and everything, how everything sounds. Of course, this is me just kind of yeah. I gotta I gotta I gotta utilize like one monitor and swipe back and forth to see how everything looks like for a preview. So it should be fun. Yeah, there we go. That's great. That's me doing it. Anyway, good to see you guys. What's going on? I'm looking at chat over here on the side. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for coming out to Kirby Air Riders Direct. Forgive me for not having audio in the first little section of that. I could have sworn as soon as I like plugged in my AirPods, it would be okay, but apparently not. So we should be good. I'm gonna turn up this volume all the way so we're ready to go with it. But yeah, I think we're just gonna sit here and chill. We're gonna hang out for the next, I don't know, 20 minutes talking about Kirby Air Riders. We're gonna talk about pretty much everything else, and we're gonna see how things go. So I'm excited for it. It's actually one time where I don't have to wake up at like 6 in the morning for a direct because I'm on like Germany time right now, and it's like 2:37, which is gonna be really fun. So anyway, good to see you guys. What's happening? What did I miss? What have you guys been up to? This direct like came out of nowhere, man. I don't even know what they were trying to do with it or anything along those lines. So anyway, what's new? What's exciting? Germany's been pretty cool so far. Tomorrow is Gamescom. I don't have my capture software. I don't have my capture card. I have an appointment with Capcom tomorrow to go play a couple different games that they have over there. And they're like, "Yeah, bring your capture card." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll be sure to do that." And then lo and behold, my luggage is not around. It's nowhere to be found. So There's that. There's that. Anyway, I like to play this game called What Time Is It and Where Are You Guys All From? Let's do that right now. It's currently 2:38 in Germany right now. I'm in Cologne for Gamescom, and it's been a wild ride so far. I think I've kicked the jet lag. I had to take like a nap yesterday, and then like I slept like a good 10 hours last night. My Pokemon sleep is all sorts of messed up. But yeah, it's good to see all you guys. 2:38. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it is 2:38. We're in the same time zone. Australia, 10:38 p.m. Cool. 8:30 in the morning. Cool. Look at you guys waking up early. 7:30 in the morning. I see that. What's up, Wisconsin? UK. What's up, Ireland? We see Massachusetts, Kentucky over here. Anyone on like East Coast, like waking up at like 6 in the morning for this? That's what I'm actually genuinely curious of. Malaysia, what's going on? What's up, Singapore? What's up, Indiana and Spain? Oh, that's so cool. Like it's so great to see like the reach that we have for everyone just like hanging out on the channel here. It's gonna be really, really fun. 8:39 in Virginia. Wow, that's really fun. Cool, guys. All right. Well, let's talk about predictions for this thing. What do we think is going to happen for Kirby Air Riders? Let me see. Move to Air. Yeah. AirPods Pro moved to iPhone. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of people here. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's go to theater mode. I'm going to turn off that chat and we should be good. I'm just going to make sure I have Donkey Kong Bonanza and we can hear that. This is like my Bonanza preview.
Boss battle. Definitely like top
Yeah,
top 3 so far.
I was testing it out. Yeah, you can hear that. Okay, good.
Although the
Testing
name
audio really quick.
Maybe work on the name a little.
Maybe work on the name a little. All right, we're good. Just double checking. All right, let's talk about Kirby Air Riders, man. Okay, let's talk about how we have high hopes that Kirby Air Riders is going to be better than Mario Kart World. Now, based off of brand recognition alone, I don't think that's going to be the case. Everyone knows Mario Kart. Mario Kart had over 10 different games in its entire series. Kirby Air Riders, I mean, it had the GameCube game, which kind of rivaled that as like a party game. It was really fun. I played it a lot growing up. We would do that when we would play, let's see, when we would play like Melee. Yeah, we'd play Smash Bros. Melee, we'd play Mario Party, we'd play Kirby Air Riders. It was all super fun. So yeah, I'm genuinely curious of what do we think is going to happen here. Please feel free to let me know your predictions at home of like what's going to happen. Are they just going to add in a bunch of dumb characters like Mario Kart did? I hope that's really not the case. Like I think that Mario Kart like inflated the roster to like I don't know to make it look like a good game, but in reality, like if you see past all the silly wonky characters that no one asked for and all the costumes, like it's a lackluster Mario Kart game compared to the rest of them in the series. But in a vacuum, if you don't compare it to the other Mario Karts, it's a great game, right? It's a great game. So I'm hoping that, you know, we do get some other characters like Rick and Kine and all those other ones, but like, do we necessarily need, you know, insert random Kirby enemy 1, insert random Kirby enemy 2, right? We went through a couple years ago when we played through all the Kirby games. It was super fun. And yeah, it would be interesting to see Rick, Kine, Ku, you name all the other characters. I don't honestly know. You tell me. It's been a while since we played all the Kirby games. So yeah, I'm hoping that the roster is not super inflated like Mario Kart World was trying to do. Genuinely curious to see what they would do with like the gameplay, right? City Trial was a big thing. City Trial was like the main mode. City Trial was so cool. You had like what 5-6 minutes to go around like a small open world city to collect power-ups, and then there was like a random event that you'd have to play at the very end and potentially win it. That was great. I think that's one of everyone's favorite modes in the game. So I'm genuinely curious to see what that's going to be like. Now, if you guys are curious, we've played through, what is that, Kirby Air Ride on Nintendo GameCube a couple years ago, so semi-recently. I wouldn't mind going through and playing it again because of how cool it was. But yeah, it was definitely one of those games where there was like only one button to press, and I think they're going to keep that kind of gameplay where it was like auto acceleration, and then if you wanted to hold like a charge, you'd like literally press the A button. So I'm hoping that they keep that kind of ease of access. But like if you try to compare it to Mario Kart, man, it's way different, man. It is a different game. And I think that having these two games on Nintendo Switch 2, I think that's going to be great. Am I sad that it's not a dual release on Switch 1 and Switch 2? Yeah, I think so. I think at this point, especially so early on in the Switch 2's life cycle, I think a lot of the games should have some sort of Switch 1 compatibility, whether it be a limited mode, whether it be, you know, a fraction of the game, and then you buy the Nintendo Switch 2 version to unlock better graphics, better frame rate, more content. I think that's the way it should have been, just to ease people into the concept of buying a Nintendo Switch 2. But yeah, we'll see, because in the corner it does say, you know, Nintendo Switch, so it's going to be an exclusive on that one. We have Pokemon Legends Z to A. We also have Metroid Prime that's going to be Switch 1 and Switch 2 compatible. But this one, you can notice that it's just going to be on Switch 2. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. Hands up in the comments if you've purchased a Nintendo Switch 2. Give me those hands. Let me see if you guys actually bought one. Because right now, I mean, the Switch 2 really only has 2 first-party games in the ideas of Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. Man, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to think about what is going to happen in the world when it comes to stopping the concept of supporting Switch 1, right? Like what's going to happen with that? But we'll see. I don't know. If I was running Nintendo, I'd make a lot more like Switch 1 and Switch 2. I would probably do like maybe like 80% of the game on Switch 1 and then offer additional modes, additional frame rate, additional better graphics, for the Switch 2 variation, and then charge like $20 more for it, right? If you're gonna go that route, like a $50 game on Nintendo Switch 1, and then a $20 upgrade for the Switch 2 version, which has even more modes and future support. I think that would have been the smarter way of doing it. But I mean, you got to sell the systems. You got to sell the systems over here. A lot of you guys have it, so yeah, it's time, man. I don't even know what's going to happen with the Splatoon game, so you guys you'll have to let me know about that. But what are you thinking? Have any of you guys played Kirby Air Riders? Give me a little hands up emoji if you've never heard of Kirby Air Ride, right? Or never even played it before, because you can go into like the search bar. You can go into the search bar over here and just type in like Abdallah Kirby Air Ride. Yeah, you could go there and then you could type in Abdallah Kirby Air Ride and you'll be able to find like my videos on that, which is super cool. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Let's go full screen. Let's see what that looks like. It looks a little bit better. And then I can switch back over here. We should be good. Cool. Yeah, Kirby Air Ride, man. It's yeah, it's definitely fun, and you could totally tell it's a game that was in 2003. That's right when I was in high school, man. I freaking love that game. All the different carts. It's actually really fascinating to look up some speed runs of that game. People do some crazy stuff with tech and everything like that. So that's kind of what I'm like legit hoping for. I'm hoping for like some sort of cool way of playing it. I mean, it needs to be more. And like Sakurai's working on this, right? So Sakurai, we know him. He's done a lot of I don't know, like all the Kirby games, right? He's done a lot of the Kirby games. He's done Kid Icarus. He's done Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And those games have been like really, really keeping him busy. And I know that like from a developer standpoint, anything that he puts out, like he's going to put his heart and soul into it versus like the more recent titles that we've been getting on the on Nintendo Switch 2, where like they're good, but like they could be a lot better if the developers actually put a lot more effort into the games. So I know that like it's like trust in Sakurai, like he's got a track record that's proven that he's going to be able to put, you know, his best foot forward and like really, really work on these games. Because like after Smash Bros, like what do you think Sakurai's been working on, right? After the last DLC pack for Smash Bros, did he just jump into like a new Kirby Air Ride? Like, is that what he did? Is he working on the next Super Smash Bros game? I don't know, man. Really don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen right? Like, what has he been working on this game? Maybe he's been working on it like behind the scenes for a while. Maybe he's got a bigger team that helps him out with these things. All I know is that like I'm very, very excited to see what he's got. And this is like a 45-minute Nintendo Direct. You guys remember the Mario Kart World Direct, right? You remember how half-baked that was, where they just reused trailer footage and didn't even go into detail about anything about the game? You remember how bad that was? Yeah. This is 45 minutes, and I know it's going to be good. So, usually I try to like say, hey, keep your hopes down. Like, don't necessarily, yeah, don't necessarily do that. Let me see. Move to iPhone. Why is it moving to iPhone? I need to not do that. AirPods Pro. Move to iPhone. I don't know what that is. Connect. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. I gotta press play. Move to Mac. Okay, let me see. And then I'm just going to click on escape. We're going to do reload. Should be good. There we go. Now it's live. And then I'm just going to test audio really quick.
A little bit.
Yep, audio's good. Yeah, this is good. Here we go. Trying something new. Streaming on a MacBook, dude. Interesting. Kevin says, you feel Sakurai has 2 more projects in him before he retires. I mean, maybe, man. He's probably one of the hardest working developers Nintendo has in their roster, for sure, man. Crazy to think about. I would assume that there would be some sort of open world aspect, like from Mario Kart World. I would assume that there would also be some sort of story mode. Like this is going to be good, right? And you can see with HAL Laboratories and how Sakurai works, like you can see the evolution of how these games kind of look very, very similar, especially with like the UI. If you compare Smash Bros. Melee and Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 64 to Kirby Air Ride, you'll see like a lot of things that they did very similar. I remember the panels, like if you did achievements and then there'd be like little squares and panels and you could like use a hammer to break some of them that are too hard. I think that'll be so fun, man. I think so, man. He's a legend, dude, when it comes down to his entire repertoire of what Sakurai's done for Nintendo. So good. Like I can't stress that enough. Man, all right. What else are we thinking? Give me some other predictions of what you guys think for the game. I don't really know too much. I've got my predictions like pretty low. My expectations are pretty low. Outside of I know it's going to be good because we have 45 minutes to just sit here and watch, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, man. Just like let me sit back, let me figure it out. Let's just watch, and of course we're gonna get a release date. We have to. Because what does Nintendo have for the rest of the year? Really nothing. They have Pokemon Z to A in October. If Pokemon Z to A is in October, then is Kirby Air Riders going to be the November release? We still have Metroid as well. We haven't really gotten a Metroid Direct. Like, what's going on with that? Like, where's Metroid Prime? I think let's just call it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments right now. Do you think November, or do we think December for Kirby Air Riders? I don't know, man. I think that they need a lot more time with Metroid, and my honest prediction is going to be November. I think that Metroid Prime is going to be December, because they still need a lot more time with it. That's why we're not hearing a lot. It's literally radio silence when it comes to Metroid. So there is that. Let me know. But yeah, if you think about Switch 2 and the first party titles, like it's pretty bare bones right now. We got Sonic Crossworlds happening next month. So that's like kind of a big game, but it's not really first party. So they might overlap it with a September release. I don't know, man. Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen with Metroid, dude, but we'll see. We'll see. I do want to play all those games again. I went on Facebook Marketplace and I got the Nintendo Wii version of like a steelbook of like Metroid Prime, I don't know, 3, something like that. It was like the collection of all of them. So I did recently purchase that. So like maybe we'll do like a mini marathon of like streaming the Metroid games when that comes out. So should be good. Yeah. But as far as like third party games, like honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what third party games are coming out. Like Nintendo will just like overwrite that stuff. They're like, all right, well, here's our game, done. September or October, possibly December. Like we'll see. I mean, but they're ultimately like it's they said it was slated for this year, right? And then do we know when that Splatoon game comes out? That Splatoon side story? I don't know. Yeah, I hope that one's going to be a good one, but we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, man. Re-release. Yeah, you know what? They still need to do that. They need to re-release Prime 2 and 3. Like, why wouldn't they do that? It makes, like, honestly, the decisions are just so weird to me that Nintendo makes, right? You would think that since one of the selling points for Nintendo Switch 2 is the GameCube emulator they have on there, you would think that they would put Kirby Air Ride as one of the actual titles for, I don't know, how about now? Like they should say at the end of the presentation, they should say, and Kirby Air Ride on Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive GameCube Nintendo Switch Online is available today, right? They need to shadow drop that. I don't know why they don't. It's just so weird, man. And like same thing with like Prime. Like just put Metroid Prime 1 on GameCube, right? Put Metroid Prime 2 on the GameCube NSO. Like what's your problem? Why are they gatekeeping that nonsense? It's just it's bizarre. It's weird Nintendo decisions that make zero sense. Like you'd think in a business standpoint, let's release the old game so that people can get excited for the new one. Why is that hard, man? Why is that hard? Yeah, or Donkey Kong 64 with Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? Like, so what if it's a rare game? Then tell them to figure it out. Tell them to pay the licensing fees, right? Figure it out with Microsoft because Microsoft owns Rare. But like, look, dude, there's no excuse why they shouldn't do that for the GameCube one, especially because that was one of the selling points for Switch 2, right? We didn't need a Switch 2. They didn't need to lock a GameCube on Switch 2. They didn't need to do that. But now that it's here, why are you still drip feeding us titles, bro? Like, don't give me that. Oh, what a joke. Drip feeding titles, just like they did before, man. That is literally the worst. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Like it was a weird choice that they did that for like Nintendo Switch Online all throughout the Nintendo Switch's history, right? It was like maybe every other month we would get some random game that no one cares about on like Super Nintendo or Famicom or like Game Boy Advance that was unreleased that like no one cares. 1% of the fan base cares about. But yet we still have like the heavy hitters, the best sellers that we still don't have. I don't know. It's a really weird time. It just makes me look back at like Nintendo Wii U, man, which was like technically the precursor to Nintendo Switch. It was such a good system, truly one of the better systems. It may not have so many really, really good games on it, but the concept of having that virtual console where you can literally shop Nintendo's entire library on, Game Boy and N64 and all these other things on Wii U was game changing. And I think that's what made Wii U a little bit better than Switch, man. Because when it comes down to it, dude, you don't own any game on Nintendo Switch. It's just Nintendo Switch Online service, and when you stop subscribing to it, like you don't have access to those games anymore. Versus Virtual Console paying $5 for a game you had it. So I don't understand that. I don't understand why they didn't bring the Virtual Console and have those servers open to just take our money for the 20th time of purchasing Mario 64. Or right now having the ability to purchase Kirby Air Riders. Like why is it locked up in a Disney vault like Disney does with all of their movies and whatnot? It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's neither here nor there. One of my predictions, my silly wild A prediction is going to be, oh hey, later on today we're gonna have Kirby Air Ride on GameCube available for Nintendo Switch Online people that if you want to play that, right? Oh my gosh, man. Dude, I'm telling you, let's do it, right? We need to someone please tell Nintendo to turn the tap on full blast and release those GameCube games. No way, man. Why would they do it? Why would they do it? It would only make sense. It would only make sense to do, but I digress. That would be so fun if they did, right? Like at the beginning, they're like, oh, here's all these GameCube games for Wii U. And they're like, oh, sweet, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, all these other GameCube games, not Smash Bros. Melee, not Mario Kart Double Dash. But then it's like, oh, upon release, we'll give you F-Zero. And then you'll have to wait 6 or 7 months for the other stuff. Like, come on, man. Anyway, yeah, like, where's the Twilight Princess? Where's that other stuff? Rayhan, what's going on, Rayhan? Good to see you. Rayhan, maybe we'll get a demo of the game. That'd be cool. I mean, I would love to see a playable demo of this. That would be amazing. A playable demo would be smart, right? That would be a cherry on top. That should be the standard going forward. Oh, and what about Amiibo? What about Amiibo support for all the Kirby Amiibo? Remember, there was a line of at least 4 to 5 different Kirby Amiibo. What, like maybe 8 Kirby Amiibo I could remember? Because you got, no, maybe like 6? The 2 Smash Bros. No, yeah, maybe 8. Kirby, DDD, Meta Knight from the Smash Bros. Series, and then, wasn't it like Kirby, DDD, Meta Knight, Waddle Dee? So maybe 8? I think there's like 8 Amiibo? I don't know. Do something with Amiibo, man. Please help me. As the guy that collects all of the Amiibo, like, help me out with something that we're doing over here. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if they're doing. I'll be at Gamescom tomorrow, so I'll let you know if Nintendo's doing anything over there with Kirby Air Ride. But I doubt it. I doubt it. But we'll see. Is Nintendo there? I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, thanks for coming, friends. Thanks for bearing with me on this weird setup. We should be good. All right, here, let's jump in. Let's do this. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear okay, or if you need me to turn it up. Good.
Soaring high, like shooting stars in the sky, we'll break through, knowing we've finally reached on the way to dream.
Maybe you're right. Durs. Love it.
いやー、ゲーム作りってなんでこんなに大変なんでしょうね。
Sakurai's the best.
挨拶、桜井正宏です。こんにちは。任天堂ゲームキューブでリリースされていた前作カービィのエアライドから実に22年ぶりの復活となったカービィのエアライダー。早速ですが、なぜカービィのエアライダーという名前に変わったのという質問にお答えしますが、今回はライダーが選べるからです。
Great. Collection of characters. The game looks good, man. Kirby's like the Mario. DDD's probably like the Bowser, for sure. He was an unlockable character in Kirby Air Riders. And so was Meta Knight. He had like a permanent sword. These were characters in the game. Awesome. Bandana Waddle Dee. So he's got like a spear attack that he uses. Yo, Chef Kawasaki, okay. Recovers an extra amount of food. Okay.
前作では番外の2名がいたものの、ライダーは基本的にカービィのみでした。カービィがさまざまなマシンに乗り換えて遊ぶゲーム。今回は各キャラの個性も楽しんでいただきましょう。
Okay, so if those are the only characters,
なぜエアライド
I'm cool
の
with
新
that.
作を私が作ることになったのかというと、任天堂のソフト開発責任者である高橋さんと当時の春研究所社長の水原さんにぜひともと強くお願いされたからです。その頃私はスマブラスペシャルのダウンロードコンテンツ制作に忙しく、とても手がつけられなかったのですが、マッハで企画書を完成させました。このあたりについては私のチャンネルでご紹介していますので見てやってください。開発担当はバンダイナムコスタジオ、
Love it.
春研究所ではないのですね。
Okay, good to know.
私こと空とバンダイナムコスタジオはスマブラ4やスマブラスペシャルと同じタッグということになります。それでは本題です。カービィのエアライドとは、つまりカービィを使ったレースゲームですと。こりゃマリオカートで良いですね。
Oh my gosh.
キャラもののレースでギミックのあるコースを走ったり戦ったりすると、こりゃ完全にマリオカートで良いでしょう。
Come on, man.
私も話を受けた時にそう言った。それでもやるの？だけど何よりファンが知っています。このゲームの訴求点はレースではないと。とりあえずゲーム画面を初公開します。こんな感じです。
This game better be better than Mario Kart World. Actually, anything's better than Mario Kart World at this point. The graphics look amazing. Which is good, but like, give me some more gameplay. Okay, it looks very, very similar.
本当に作られていますね。これからたっぷり説明させていただきます。基本的なマシンの走らせ方について、ここ大事なのでぜひ覚えてください。さまざまな形状や特徴を持つ乗り物、これがエアライドマシン、略してマシン。上に乗る人は通称ライダー、ドライバーではないですね。マシンは通常ホバーのように床から少し浮き上がっています。そして自動的に前進しています。ボタンを押す必要はありません。スティックを前に倒す必要もないので注意してください。まっすぐ走っているときはスティック左右だけで向きを変えます。操作はワンボタン、プッシュを使って制御します。ボタンを押すとマシンが地につき、プッシュしてブレーキ、同時にボタンを押しっぱなしでチャージを行います。ただまっすぐ走っている時にボタンを押してもあまり意味なし。きつめのコーナーがあった時、スティックを真横に倒しながらボタンを押すことでザザッと地を滑りドリフトします。プッシュし続けることが大事。そしてチャージをため続け、カーブの出口で一気に解放。ドリフトを兼ねたチャージを繰り返すことで激しく速く進めます。これが基本。念押ししますが、まっすぐ走っている時はボタンもスティック前入力も不要です。基本は左右とカーブでボタン。そして多くのマシンは滑空することができます。決められた飛行エリアがあるのではなく、ジャンプ台を踏み切ればグライダーのように宙に舞います。スティックを手前に引く、つまり下に入力すると機首を上げて上に浮かびます。スティックを前に倒すと機首を下げて降下。なので普段走っている時、前に入力し続けないでください。ジャンプ台でいきなり落ちてしまうので。着地は華麗に地面に平行に合わせてください。ナイス着地でスピードアップできます。ハンドルを切るにも飛行するにも優しく操作をすることが大事ですね。そして前作はプッシュを司るワンボタンのみで遊べたのですが、今回は残念ながらボタンを1つ追加してしまいました。その方が遊びの幅が広がるので。マシンを落ち着けるプッシュボタンに対してスペシャルボタンと言います。チャージゲージの近くにスペシャルゲージがあります。これが溜まった時にボタンを押すとスペシャル技が発動します。各ライダーごとに個性があって、より速く進めるものもあれば攻撃に特化したものもあります。
Kawasaki throws things. Well, what about the other two, man? Oh, here we go. Ultra Sword. Okay, that's really fun. Very offensive. This is like busting through a shortcut. Fly forward at incredible speed. Okay, so like another boost. Monster Cap. Wait, who the heck is this? Is that a new playable character? You play as a mushroom? Wait. No. These are just the power-ups that you get for different specials? What am I missing here?
カービィだけは
I thought everyone was like
4つのスペシャルがあり、色を選ぶことで使い分けられます。まあ主役ですからね。そしてしれっとキャピーが混じっていました。
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the heck? I guess. Cappy?
キノ
Cool.
コも走るエアライダー。あとスペシャルボタンにはもう一つ重要な機能があるのですが、それは後ほど。
I'm okay. I don't need every enemy as a character that's playable.
今お話ししたことを含め、各種走行テクニックは教習所で学ぶことができます。
Okay, so I saw a city trial over there. Of course.
ゲームする前にチャレンジしてみると良いですね。全部のチェックを埋めたら、このゲームのテクニックは万全になっているはず。
Love that.
そしてマシンの性能は様々です。
Warp Star. That's right. It's like a basic standard part. Warp Star, good gliding. So fun. Yeah, these are things that were in the original game, so they're making a comeback. Yep, really bike for sure. Yeah, all these machines were in the previous game. Paper Star, yep. Yeah, I don't remember Paper
速い
Star
とか
for sure.
小回りが利くといった基本性能だけではなく、仕様が変わります。
Oh yeah, this one you have to
例えば
charge up
ヘビースター
manually.
はチャージをため、
Yep,
それを燃料として走ります。
gets fast, but you have to manually charge it up or else it's out of gas. Swerve Star, yeah, this was the
リ
right
ンズスター
angles.
は走りと止まりしかありません。
Yep,
プッシュすると止まるので、プッシュして向きを変え
I
て
do
飛び
like
出す
that
という。
car. It's very rigid.
前回は大きく分けてスタータイプとバイクタイプという2種がありましたが、新たなタイプが登場します。
Oh, fun.
二輪走行で安定して走れます。ついでに言うとかっこいい。
Okay, it takes those turns really tight. Tank Star?
プッシュしても速度を止めずに直進します。そして向いている方向にチャージダッシュ。
Oh, cool.
耐久性も高いです。
Yeah, that's very fast.
なぜかキャラ立ちがあるマシンたち。これが一つの魅力になっています。ところでマシンはルールによっては壊れかけることがあります。実はこの時少しスピードアップしています。
What?
逃げ切ったりするにも有効かもしれませんね。
No way. I love that concept. If we're playing those kind of
前
rules in
作
the
では
game
メタナ
where
イト
your
とデデデ
machine
が
can break.
かろうじて参加していましたが、マシンを自由に選べませんでした。
That's right. Those guys were
今
stuck.
回は自由に乗せ替えることができてよかったね。
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, good for them.
ライダーは他にもいます。
Oh, come on, man. Don't be a Mario Kart world, please. Stop. Okay, I like Magalore, though. He could be in there. As long as they have different abilities, I'm cool with it. Bowie? Sure. Does he do something? Yeah, see, that's cool, right? Like, unlike Mario Kart, where all the characters are the same outside of their stats, like, these characters actually have something that they can do differently. And they're just not, like, carbon copies. Uncle Joe? Yeah, I mean, insert Kirby enemy here, sure. But I think the forgiving grace on that is the fact that they have abilities. Susie's here, great. Okay, a little propeller to fly.
ライダーは
And
軽
of
さや
course, they
大
have
きさで
different
マシンの
stats.
性能
And
に
they have
影
a
響を与え
specific
ま
ability.
す。
So, like, I'm cool with that. I
同じワゴンスターでも
100
カービィが乗ると
characters
小さくなり、デデデが乗ると大きくなります。マシン自体が変わってしまう不思議さ。イメージ通り カービィの方が加速に長け機敏に曲がれ、デデデの方は最高速度や攻撃力、耐久力が上がります。しかし走行性能が変わるだけではありません。例えばデデデやメタナイトは近接攻撃ができます。敵に近寄るだけで自動打撃。キャピーは帽子がシールドになっていて打撃に少し耐えます。マシンも特徴深いですから、それに合うライダーを探せると良いですね。もちろんコースやルールでも相性が生きると思います。だからエアライドではコースを選んでからマシンライダーを選ぶことになります。しかしライダーが選べるとなると気になること、コピー能力はカービィしか使えないのでは。カービィシリーズですから敵キャラクターからさまざまなコピー能力を奪えます。それはカービィの1000倍特許。他のライダーに対して有利というか楽しさに差が出すぎますよね。そこでいろんなライダーがコピー能力を使えるようにしてしまいました。なんと全てのライダーにコピー防止付き。そこまでやるか。やります。
Alright, cool man. Everyone has copy abilities. Everyone's Kirby. It's cute though. Interesting.
ちなみにプラズマ能力はスティックをガチャガチャする必要がなくなりました。自動でパワーがたまります。プッシュで発射。コピー能力は単に攻撃するだけではなくスピードを上げるためのものもあります。コピーを持つ敵キャラを捉えるには目の前でプッシュ、つまりポンとボタンを押す。カービィは吸い込みですが、他のライダーではキャプチャーという技で捕まえます。コック川崎やオタまで捉えるなどちょっと特殊な人もいます。
Well, that's cool.
コピー能力を持っていない相手を捉えたら星型弾にして打ち出します。なおコースを徘徊する敵キャラを倒すと砕けた星を得て加速します。敵を倒した方が有利。キャプチャーによる星型弾やコピー能力などを駆使してガンガン倒すと良いでしょう。ルールによってはライダー単体で歩くこともあります。ここでしれっと新キャラを出しましたが、スターマンです。キノコのキャピーも含めてもともと雑魚的だけれど、ライダーはメジャーなキャラクターばかりではありません。個性重視で出場しています。これを機にスターマンの可愛さに気づいてくれる人が増えたらいいなと。とりあえず先にエアライド、つまりレースモードについて説明しておきましょう。個性あふれるマシンとライダーでゴールを競うものですね。最大参加人数は6人です。技術的にはもっと増やすことは可能なのですが、適切に1位を競うのはこのぐらいがバランス良いと思うので絞っています。参加者が多くなるとごちゃごちゃしすぎたり勝ち抜く可能性も低くなったりしますから、とりあえずこれから1周だけに絞って遊んでみます。人のプレイでは画面用意するかもしれませんから、画面から少し離れたり画面を小さくするのがおすすめです。海のコース、ダグウォーターを選んでみましょう。キャラモノのレースの海コースって青い海、白い砂浜、ラテンが流れていたりしてのどかなリゾート風味になりがちですが、このカービィのエアライダーはそんなに甘くはないです。ご覧ください。海の面行ってみます。海がいきなり言われてますけどね。わーすごい、何が起こってんだろうなんてのんびりしてる場合じゃないですか。敵が走った走行軌跡にはスタースリップというのがつきまして、つまりこのキラキラしてる星ですけど、それを捉えることでスピードアップすることができます。また自身が 敵キャラクターとかライバルを攻撃するとその分スピードアップすることができる。攻撃によって相手の足を引っ張るというのではなくて、攻撃によって自身をスピードアップするという、そういう遊びなんですね。今カッター能力とかで徐々にスピードアップしてますけど、ここは素直にドリフトで抜けて大砲、そして大渦、
Are you kidding?
そしてもう水のあれ来るのがすごいですね。生きた水というコンセプトで、このコースは作っていますけど、コピーもう一個取ってみて、なんとかな。お、ホイールだ。このホイール機能やつつスペシャル。これでどうかな。このまんま巻いてっちゃおう。よし、はい、フィニッシュ。
Are you kidding me, man? That looks
ああ、これは
better
気
than
持ちのいい
anything
やつ
Mario
です
Kart
ね
World did.
気持ちのいいゲームですねというふうに攻撃行動はいろいろあるけれど、
That's
それによっ
actually
て
really
スピードアップをしていくという遊びが
Better
見て
than
取れたのではないかと思い
straightaway
ます。
simulator
あ
Mario Kart World
と
over
海の
here.
面ダイナミックですね。
So good. Good job.
音楽も
Sakurai.
含めてコースは密度高くよく作られていると思います。同じようなところがあまりなく、くるくる展開が変わります。
I don't know. What did you guys think? Did that look better than Mario Kart World? It looks a lot more fun and dynamic. So cool. No way, man.
先頃のプレイでも使っていましたが、勝つために大事なテクニックをご紹介しておきます。まずはスタースリップ。マシンは星をまき散らかしながら走りますが、その星を得ることでスピードアップできま
That's
す。
wonderful. Look at that.
つまり後続有利。ライバルが走った軌跡を捉えていきましょう。そしてライバルや敵キャラへの攻撃、ヒット時に出てくる星屑を受けてスピードアップできます。星屑はマシンのパワーであると。いろんな攻撃アクションができるゲームですが、先行者の邪魔をしたり足を引っ張ることが主体ではありません。やられた時のダメージリアクションも低めです。後ろにつくことにより、また攻撃により自身をスピードアップさせ
That's
て
actually
そう
so
遊
cool.
びで
That
す。
feels very balanced as well. That feels very balanced.
なおゴールした後、オンラインでフレンドではない誰かと遊んでる時にはフィニッシュ後さっさと次のセッションを探します。他の人のゴールを待っている必要はないのですね。次々と遊んでください。
Great. Yeah, that one's fun. Yep. Yep, these are all comebacks from the previous game. So cool. Yep, this one's huge. Ooh, we got a blow up for sure. Look at that. One, two, for sure, yep. Oh my, that's some.
エアライドでは周回数などのルールを設定できるのですが、その中にはゲーム速度をスローにする項目があります。これは初心者の方にうってつけ。今作は前作より平均巡航速度が少し上がっていますから、ゲームスピードが速いと思ったらお試しください。エアライドは通常マシンを壊せることはないのですが、ルールでマシン破壊ありにもできます。
Oh, I love that so much. Yeah, that's the coolest mode. Oh, City Trial, thank you.
シティトライアルを説明します。
City
こ
Trial
こ
is
が
gonna be
メインディッ
great,
シュ。
man. Tell
フ
me
ァンの方
more.
もこれを待っていたのではないかなと。前作はある程度の広さを持ったフィールドが舞台でした。今回も箱庭空間であることは変わらないのですが、今回はなんと空に浮かぶ島が舞台です。その名もスカイア。他のフィールドはありません。人によっては長い付き合いになることでしょう。スカイアは限られた箱庭空間ですが、さまざまな場所があります。
This is cool. And then the rails that connect each area. That's really cool. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so sad because this game is not
ゲー
gonna
ム
be
の
as
流れ
popular
を
as Mario
ざっくりご
Kart
紹介します。このスカイアを舞台に自由に走り回り、マシンを見つけて乗り換え、あちこちに落ちているハープを拾い集めます。制限時間は5分間。するとそのままスタジアムへ。尖ったマシンとさまざまな特性のスタジアム一つで決着をつけます。簡単に言うとこんなゲームですが、まずは対戦人数について。前作は画面分割で4人プレイまで対応でしたが、今回は最大で16人参加できるようになりました。もちろんオンライン対応ですし、仲間とスイッチ2を持ち寄っても楽しめます。なおローカル通信の場合はプレイヤーは8人まで、 CP と含めて16人にはできます。対応人数が増えた分、フィールドは前作より広めになっています。同時対戦できる人は増えましたが、一人で遊んでも面白いので CP を好きな数だけ入れて延々と試すのも良いと思います。与えられた5分で戦うスカイアの遊びについて、ゲームの流れとともに少し説明しておきます。まずライダーを1人選びます。マシンは最初ライトスターという小さいマシン固定で選べません。ライトスターは扱いやすいけど弱い。ゲームスタートしたらなるべく早くマシンを見つけて乗り換えてしまいましょう。誰も乗っていないマシンを空車と言います。ここで大事なこと、ボタンが1つ増えたという話をしました。空車に向けてスペシャルボタンを押すとマシンを降りずして直接乗り換えられます。ライトスターと自身のマシンが壊れかけている場合に限り、空車にただぶつかるだけでも乗り換えられます。前作はいちいち降りる必要があったので進歩したもんですね。なお降車もスペシャルボタン長押しでできます。また相手の壊れかけマシンを奪うこともできます。そしてパワーアップを行います。パワーアップには種類があり、加速、最高速、旋回、効力、攻撃力、防御力など自身を有利にするものが落ちています。コンテナがあったらクイックスピンなどで壊しましょう。クイックスピンはいわゆるレバガチャ、スティックをガチャガチャすることで発動します。攻撃アイテムでライバルを攻撃し、パワーアップを落とさせて奪うこともできます。もしもマシンが壊れたらライダー単体で歩いたりジャンプすることができます。 さっさと空車を見つけて乗り換えていきましょう。さまざまな箇所でマシンを乗り換えパワーアップを取って強化していきます。フィールドではさまざまなイベントが起こります。翻弄されたり大きく稼いだりとまちまち。その中で特に特徴的な新イベントをご紹介します。ショートレースとデスマッチ。それらのイベントが始まるとフィールドのどこかにスタートエリアが生じます。まずはそこに急いでください。もちろん参加しないのも手です。早く入るとスタートまでの待ち時間にパワーアップをもらい続けられます。ショートレースの場合、スタート地点に入った人でフィールドの一部を区切った街中レースが始まります。なお部外者から見るとレース参加者はゴースト化しており干渉できません。レースが終わったら順位に応じたパワーアップ。デスマッチの場合、スタート地点に入った人同士でバトルします。もちろんバトル寄りの性能にしていた人がいる。後継のマシンは普段自由度が高いですが耐久性は低いのでご注意。ただ不利でも参加した方が結果的にパワーアップしやすいかも。1回倒されるとデスマッチから退場しますがマシンは壊れません。耐久力は回復しフィールド探索再開です。こちらも報酬パワーアップをもらえるのでほとんど結果を出せなくとも参加した方が有利かと思います。多分ボスが出現するイベントもあります。例えばクラック。ダイナブレードも前作から続けて登場です。ところでパワーアップはあるだけ取れば良いというわけではありません。競技種によっては操作しにくくならない程度に抑えた方が良い場合もあるのでマシンと合わせて目指すイメージに合うようにしてみましょう。最高速度を高めようとすると軽量化により防御力が減るなど反力がかかる可能性もあります。そうこうしてフィールドを走り回っているうちに5分の制限時間がやってきます。そして仕上がったマシンの性能を確認しつつ全員スタジアムに流れます。めちゃくちゃ速い。飛行なら負けない。バトルでダントツ。小回り重視など仕上がったマシンの特性をよーく見ておきましょう。5分のフィールド戦の後、決戦の舞台スタジアムを一部ご紹介しましょう。
I remember this one. Yeah, these were definitely in the previous game. Yep, drag race is a thing to go fast as possible straight away. Target flight, that's right. That opening and closing 100, yeah, right, good luck. Oh, so close. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Whoa, look at that. That's actually really cool looking. It's like, it reminds me of like Super Monkey Ball. Gourmet Race. Oh, give me that. That looks really fun. Yo, big old beast for 15.
はあ、いろんな競技種があるんですね。
Oof.
もちろん育てたマシンに有利不利が生まれます。基本的にはスタジアム種は多くの中からランダムで選ばれます。まず16人参加ということは1位になる可能性は16分の1しかないということになりますよね。中には100人で対戦をするようなゲームもあるので気にしないでいいのかもしれないけれど、あんまり勝ち目がないのも厳しい。それにせっかく育てたマシンがスタジアムのランダムによって勝ち目が一切ないというのもそのいい加減さが面白さかな。アバウトで適当だからこその良さもあります。まあしかしどんなマシンでもある程度奮戦できそうな手を考えました。今回はスタジアム種をランダムで出てくる4つの中から選べるようにしました。
That's cool.
マシンやパワーアップの方向性などに応じて好きなスタジアムを選んでください。スタジアムの傾向はばらつくようにしています。成長結果などによりおすすめマークがついているので迷ったらここに入りましょう。16人の参加者は同じく提示された4つのスタジアムのどこかに入ることになりますが、どこに誰が入ったのかはスタートするまで分からず、ここから駆け引きが始まっています。自分が飛行型マシンだからと飛行系競技を選ぶのも手ですが、誰かがより突出した飛行マシンを完成させていたと見たら対戦を避けてスピード系や障害物系に行くのもありですね。もちろんその裏を書いて突出した飛行マシンが飛行競技ではなくスピード競技に入るのもありです。なるほど、これは面白いですね。ではシティトライアルを CP 相手にワンプレイしてみましょう。
I need a little more
CP を
clarification on how that
11人で12人戦で試してみます。とにかく毎回展開がコロコロ変わるので取れ高が高いものになると良いのですけれども、観光重視で行ってきます。はい、始めます。最初のライトスターは弱いのでよく見て近くのマシンに乗り換えを行う必要がありますね。ウィングスターあるからそれを乗り換え、乗り換えは簡単で Y ボタンをポンと押すだけですぐ最初のライトスターだったら特にボタンを押さずして、ぶつかるだけで乗り換えることができます。そして当面はコンテナを見つけて、それを破壊して中身を得るというのがいいですね。こう野良で落ちてるようなものも見つけつつ、あ、そこにコンテナがある。イベントが起こるんですけど、今空を飛びやすくなった、飛びやすくなったからこれだったらプーッと結構初期能力なのに上の方まで行けそうですね。なかなかいいかもしれない。
Yeah, this looks really fun.
ちょっと地下街とか見てみましょうかね。空飛びやすくなってる。
Underground mall. Yeah, there was an underground section in previous games.
地下の氷があ
There's
る
a lot of power-ups everywhere.
わ
He's passing
浮い
up
て
a
しまう。
lot. I'm curious of why.
なかなか浮いてしまうのまあまあ邪魔な時ありますけど、良いことも悪いことも起こるのがイベントなので。そしてこれはゴルボール投げるとボン、自分の邪魔してどうするんだっていう感じですけど、こういうところ通るとスカイアが空を浮く島ということがよくわかりますね。ついでにこういう環状線も紹介しておきますけれども、駅をつなぐ環状線がこうやってあるんですね。外側を回っています。そして横の方に入力をしておくと左の方ですね、赤い線になって途中下車ができるというような要素もあります。お、レアコンテナ珍しい。お、と言ってる間にデスマッチが始まってしまった。ウィングスターだとめちゃくちゃ不利だからここはワゴンスターに乗り換えておきますね。まあワゴンでもよくはないけどウィングよりはいい。そしてデスマッチはこの中に入場してきた人たちで、戦い合うわけですけれども、相手を倒した時の報酬と、自分の順位による報酬の2つがあります。まあだからとにかく稼ぐためには相手をよく倒した方がいいし、1人目そして、自分がなるべく長く生き残った方がいいっていうことですね。この落ちているアイテムなんかを駆使してなんとか頑張っていこうというような、 人目ラッキー。
Display.
結構ここで3人目4人目
Smoking.
うわーこれ儲かりすぎではとどめちょっと強いんじゃないのすんごい儲かってた
Okay, that's really fun. Just going into the
儲
Kirby
か
and
ったおかげ
like
でだいぶスピードも速くなってまいりました1位ですってそうだなここでウィングスターにまた乗り換えてみようこれだいぶ上に上がれるんじゃないですか遠くに飛びますねこれはなかなか
this speedometer.
火山が見えますけど
Like, is that a special meter?
火山の中にも入れますがそれは中身内緒にしておこうかなここ闘技場ですね
Yo, Wingstar can go anywhere. Oh, and it looks like
だ
there's
いぶ
something
上に
way
何
up
か
there
ぶつか
too.
った
Like,
け
you
れ
hit
ど
the
とりあえず今のは気にしないでおこう
with the Wingstar. I'd be curious to
さて
see what that is.
そろそろ時間も少なくなったので身の振り方を考えなければいけないです、身の振り方っていうのはどういうスタジアムが出てくることを想定してどういうマシンに乗るかってことですねおこれはゴルドーが降ってきた
Oh, yeah, yeah. There is like another floating island all the way up there.
なんだろうこのアトム
in the
のよう
world
な
we
光
get
景
out. Okay, so it
で
is a
も
special
自分は
meter.
飛べるからね
confirmed.
みんな頑張ってああこんなにすごいゲーム
No, that's so funny.
なんでしょうね空飛ぶ島がこんなたくさんのトゲトゲ
Yeah,
ウ
there's
ニ
so
に
many power-ups on
支
that
配される
island
っていう
there,
ゲ
so
ーム
like
って
finding a
あんまないですよね
is really good.
あそうだ一つ触れておくとこれもちょっと今スペシャル使っちゃいましたけど
That's so funny. As you throw the
放射
bomb,
で
it
きま
shows
す
like a
降りら
camera
れ
where
る
the bomb explodes.
降りられるけどアイテムはその時拾えないですねだから降ろされたりとか、降りたりしたらすぐに、マシンを乗り換えたりする方がいいと思いますそして身の振り方は決まりましたもう今回は飛行能力が高いから飛行の何かで攻めるということにしようかなあと5秒ぐらい
5, 4, 3,
Okay, so we fast forward the footage.
1.
That wasn't, that, I don't think that was like truly 5
Smile.
minutes of gameplay, so we'll see.
音楽もぴったりと決まるという
Alright, let's see.
飛行13そして加速も12
So like
やっぱり飛行で攻めるべきですか
90
ね重たさも上がってるので、反面防御力とかも少しずつ上がっていくと思いますだから何でもいけるな何でもいける中でこういうのが出てきましたけどやっぱりおすすめに準ずるべきか
total.
な
Dude, just do air glide.
というわけで
Target flights. No.
ポイントストライク
So if you're playing multiplayer, who chooses? This is obviously something for you against the computer.
3, 2,
これ
1, go!
2回のチャレンジで、より高い得点を取った人が勝ちというルールです100を狙うよ
Essentially,
よしよ
don't
し
get anything.
見ての通り100にはシャッターがついていましてそのシャッターのタイミングによっては全然狙っても取れないということがあるので注意が必要ですね
And the first person who hits the 100 makes it a shutter, so speed
他の
also
人たち
matters.
の様子を見てみようかしらいやいいよまた100を狙うもちろん先に取られまずいねこのタイミング危ない今ギリでしたけどほらギリだったそして下の方カービィがちょこちょこ走ってますねはい1位はいお疲れ様でしたナックル・ジョーが、ライトスターに乗ってますねこれはスタジアムに入る前にマシンが壊されたりなかったりするとライトスターに戻されちゃうということになるので気をつけましょうということでこのゲーム面白いなシティトライアルでした
Yeah, City Trial looks great. It's
ところで
just compounding
アイテム
off
に
of
つ
what
い
it
ての
used to
新
be.
要素アイテムは新しいものを拾うと上書きされますが使用中のものを一つだけ取っておくことができますコピー能力は毎回使い切りでストックできませんがアイテムはストックに入り空きが出たら自動的に戻ってきますただし使いかけの状態で戻るのでご注意半分使っていたら半分なくなっていますほぼ切れている場合はス トックされずに消滅します。スタジアムについて、
Interesting.
たまにスタジアムが16人全員で1つに統一されることもあります。前作と同じルールということになりますが、この場合スタジアム選択はなしです。コース開始前に予告がある場合と、いきなり全員一緒になる場合があります。予告がある場合、そのスタジアムに有利そうなマシンはみんな欲しがりますから、それも駆け引き。フィールド時、アイテムの予言の書やアナウンスでスタジアム種を教えてくれることもありますが、アナウンスはたまに偽情報を混ぜてくるからご注意。なお今回はよーく見ると偽情報を見破れるかも。なお一つのスタジアムには8人まで入場できます。人気が集中して同じスタジアムに8人以上が入ると自動的に2組に仕分けられます。そこで疑問が、たまたま1人だけのスタジアムになったらどうなるのでしょう。あなたに敵はいなかった。大勝利です。一応その後、その時のライバルたちの性能を持った CP と遊ぶこともできます。これに勝っても負けても優勝になりますけれども、オンラインで誰かと遊んでいる場合、自身が終わったらさっさと次のセッションにつなぐのはエアライドと同じです。好きなだけ遊んでやってください。参加人数が少ない時の対戦時は投票によってスタジアムを抽選することもできます。前作同様完全ランダムにもできますので、ルールをいじってみてください。スタジアムは同じ種類でもバリエーションがある場合があります。これはまたたっぷり遊べたもんですね。ファンに長年愛されたシティトライアル、ここに来て新作を遊べるようになりました。令和ですけど、ぜひお楽しみください。
Yeah, I think we're all looking forward to it. It looks great.
Horizon vast and ending, swirling clouds above. Long and winding roads call out, beckoning you on. Now with every
オープニングで少し流れていましたが、今回メインテーマがあります。マシンと共にある喜びをストレートに歌った歌です。いくつかのコースの曲とともに Nintendo Music でこの後すぐに公開されますので、よろしければどうぞ。
stars in the sky.
Cool.
単なるコミカルレースゲームではないことは伝わりましたでしょうか。元のゲームは20年以上前のものですが、古さを感じさせず斬新な、しかも他のゲームでは楽しめない遊びがあると思います。今回の番組はこれで区切りですが、紹介しきれていないことがまだまだあります。いずれさらに魅力を伝えたいと思いますので、ご期待いただければと思います。それでは
Dude, come on, Sakurai-san. Come on, man. Release date? There, I don't know about that. Did I miss that somewhere?
You are horizon bound.
Just say November already. Just say December, September.
In the infinite
And then release date,
skies.
please. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh. Is that some like original character? Thank you, November, as expected. That's what I thought. Thank you so much. 11:20, beautiful. Ooh, that was cool. That was really cool. Thank you for watching. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so what did we think, friends? What did we think of that? Did we like that? I think we did. I kind of want to see that character. He looked like a blend of like DDD, Meta Knight, and Kirby at the same time. What was this? What the heck? It looks like, okay, so that's like DDD's like crown, isn't it? I don't know, what the heck is this? Kirby fans, you're gonna have to bail me out on this one. Is this a character that we've seen that I just forgot about? Like, what the heck is that? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he looks really cool. He's like as big as DDD, has some hair like Knuckle Joe. Who is that? And like, what is it? What is this thing like out of his eyeball? I don't know, man. But it lends to some mystery, right? It lends to some mystery. I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks really, really cool. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, and hear me out on this one. Like, I told you it was going to be November. I knew it was going to be November. I'm good with it. I'm actually really good with that release date. The thing is, though, Mario Kart is just too strong of an IP name, and they've bundled in the cheaper version of Nintendo Switch 2 and forces you to get Mario Kart in order to save $50 on a Switch 2. So the popularity of this game is not going to ever surpass Mario Kart World. So it's always going to be in the shadow, which sucks. That it sucks completely. It sucks so badly. I think that this game looks better than Mario Kart World. It looks like it's done so much better. It does everything so much better. If you compare this Direct to the Mario Kart World Direct, you'll see the difference. And this is literally Sakurai. This is the developer, the head developer coming out here and telling you about the game during a Nintendo Direct. So he had full control over this. Whereas like the 300 people that worked on Mario Kart World, they just give us a rehash, afterthought Direct, and rehash, afterthought, full-on game. That really wasn't as good as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game infinitely is obviously objectively better than the GameCube version of it. And I feel like it's going to be great. I think that I'm sad because it's going to be inevitably inside of the shadow of Mario Kart, right? Mario Kart World is just that. It's just, they rest on their laurels. They can get away with so much because it is Mario Kart and everyone knows that brand name. So in a vacuum, sure, it'll be fine. But those of you guys that actually played Mario Kart World to completion, it was an unfinished game. It wasn't that great compared to the rest of the ones in the series. And I started looking at this. I started looking at this game when they started talking about characters. I started rolling my eyes. I rolled my eyes because I knew for a fact that I didn't want Mario Kart syndrome. I didn't want Mario Kart World syndrome where it's like, oh, we now have the cow and we have Conkdor and this Ranch Sergeant Chuck and Monty Mole. Like, I didn't want that to be in this game because I think that's cheap. I think it's just a way of, I don't know, like padding out the roster to make it look like a good game. But they've already done that in Mario Kart World. That's stupid. It doesn't add to the game. These are characters, and they all have a special ability. Now, if Mario Kart did this like they did in Double Dash, where each character has their own unique ability, albeit some of them were duplicated, I think that would have been cool. But, like, did we need a roster of, like, 50, 60 characters and all the stupid alt costumes? No, we didn't. We're fine without that. Maybe one alt costume. Mario didn't need to have, like, 20 of them. But that's why I think that this game stands out a little bit better, is because it's not just, oh, choose a character and then choose a kart. No, there's going to be many characters and reasons to choose them outside of top speed and turning and acceleration. Because they have abilities, right? Like, look at this. He accelerates a lot after star slides. That's great. Cool. Magolor looks amazing. He looks like the most technical character. Gooey comes out here. He does, I don't know, he uses his tongue and he uses it, and maybe he has longer reach. He does some crazy, like, handstand thing. Like, they all have unique attributes. They're not copy-pasted across the entire game. And kind of the same thing with the vehicles, too. The vehicles aren't just turn radius, top speed, and acceleration like they are in Mario Kart. No, They have like full-on flights and different ways of turning around there. Like this game is just it's so different, and you can see the care that Sakurai's already put into it. It already had a huge base, right? And then he just expanded on it because this game from GameCube was just so much fun. And so since you already had a good base, you just expand on it more, you release it for Nintendo Switch 2. It's perfect. Honestly, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's going to be so much fun. We'll play it when it comes out, like, trust me. I'm at a point where it's like the game's going to sell, but is it going to sell as well as Mario Kart? No, like only the true gamers or hardcore gamers are going to actually be fans of this, versus like all the casuals who just like Mario Kart. They're like, oh, you want to play a party game? Oh, let's go get Mario Kart, right? And that was kind of it, right? And it kind of reminds me of back in the day on GameCube, right? Back in the day on GameCube, it was, we played Double Dash, right? All my friends loved Double Dash, but it's like only a couple of my friends really liked Kirby Air Ride. But I think that the game looks really fun. I think that the controls are literally the exact same as they are. They added a special, which is kind of great. But honestly, the way that the levels look, I mean, they didn't mention a story mode. That's unfortunate. They did mention City Trial, which is great. I would have loved to have seen a story mode. They also didn't mention... They also didn't mention the legendary vehicles, which if they keep it a surprise, then that's great. I could imagine that they're going to bring them in there because if you remember, just a little context of legendary vehicles, if you're in... Let me see if I can find City Trial when he was doing it, when he was playing City Trial in the corner. Let's see. Yeah. So in the original game, you can run around the entire town for 5 minutes. Sometimes in one of the boxes would be one of 3 pieces to piece together the legendary vehicle. There was like a really, really good flying vehicle, and there was a really, really cool like grounded thorn vehicle. So there were two legendary vehicles in that game. And so you'd look around, try to find the parts. If someone had one part, there would be an icon over their head. Maybe you can scrub through the footage and see if that's a thing, if you had time to look at this. Then you'd hunt over that person and you'd go get that second piece. And you look out for the third piece, and then you'd have the legendary vehicle, which would almost seal the victory of whatever thing you were doing. Which is really fun, right? That was... Maybe you got the legendary vehicle, maybe you didn't. And then, like, Sakurai didn't really touch base on achievements, like the little cubes. It's like a little cube achievement system, and, like, as you get them, it, like, unlocks. And you have hammers, you unlock hammers to do that with the old version of the game. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate had something like that, or Brawl, or one of the Smash Bros. Had it. Yeah, honestly, the game looks really good. I kind of want a little bit more. I wish that he would kind of take a peek at the UI a little bit more than that. But the basic game modes seem fine. The level roster looks really, really small compared to like Mario Kart World, right? Mario Kart World had like 30 levels. So I would really have to see what they're doing in this one. I'm just trying to see over here, like Floria Fields, grassy field blooming with flowers, feel the gentle breeze as you ride through. It looks great. But like we would need more than 5 levels, right? You're on Switch 2 now, like give us some more levels. Cavernous corners, right? All of these look really, really cool. So I think that the game is we're going to be surprised when it comes out on how big it actually is. I want the achievement system. I want some sort of way of, some sort of story mode with like collecting trophies and maybe doing some character unlocks. Yeah, I'm just genuinely curious of how it's going to work, right? Compared to other racing games, on the platform, right? And I love the fact that there's not a billion different characters. I think that's so smart. They have a small amount of them, and they all have their own individual ability, which makes it really cool. Yeah, racing looks pretty good. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What are your overall thoughts? And like, I want to hear thoughts from people who have never played Kirby Air Ride before, but have played Mario Kart World. And you tell me what you guys think about this, because I've played both. I'm a pretty competent judge. We've beaten all of Mario Kart World has to offer, and I played every iteration of Mario Kart along the way. and I've beaten this game to completion more recently on my channel. You guys can look it up. I just think that everything that this game does, it does better than Mario Kart World. There's no open world mode or free roam, which is a little sad, but I don't know. What are you going to do with it? What do you need that gimmick for? It looks good. It comes out before Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know. I would really have to sift through the footage and see what else I missed on a surface level over here. But like all the vehicles look cool, right? And like the game's fair, right? Like it's a fair game. It's not like you're just gonna pick one cart combo and move all the way through. No, like you're gonna have your own favorite character, and it's all gonna be pretty balanced based on, you know, which vehicle you choose, what level it is, and then each level is kind of made with all of that in mind, right? Some of the levels have spots where you can jump off of a ramp and do some flight. And some of them have grind rails, which some vehicles have a lot more speed on. Yeah, so like there's different paths within there. So like, I don't know. It looks great. I think right now it looks very, very small. Like, to be honest, if this is going to be a comeback, a game from 20 years ago, we haven't had a Kirby Air Ride. I would kind of expect a little bit more or a bigger city trial than this. Or like maybe 2 or 3 different kinds of city trial, or like a city trial that's maybe a little bit bigger, or, you know, it can't be so big that you get lost. Like, that's the thing, because you want to be able to run into people. You want to be able to, you know, attack people and do those things in a city trial. But like looking at it, it seems kind of the same size. Like, just kind of judging based off of this old GameCube gameplay, like literally it looks very, very similar in size, and you don't want it to be too much bigger or smaller, right? If it's too small, then you won't be able to get the same kind of open world. But if it's too big, like Mario Kart World Free Roam, then everyone's just going to go and disappear for 5 minutes. So you want there to be a you know, a good balance. And I think that, you know, that now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's the perfect size. Yeah, I mean, maybe I would have wanted, you know, different islands, right? Like here's island number 1, then you have island number 2 for city trial, maybe a third island, and then like maybe there's a roulette, or maybe everyone votes on one, versus just having the one, right? Because you really have to go big with this game. I remember after playing city trial so many times on the GameCube one, like low key, it did get boring, because you'd know all the little spots to go, you'd kind of wait around, you knew your route of like where to get all the little boxes. Like, yes, admittedly, this did get boring the 100th time you play it. So I would just have some reservations on how dynamic this one's going to be for a city trial, right? It seems fun. It seems like an overall like a fun game. I can't really knock it until I play it, but it looks pretty big. Looks like the floating island looks awesome. The different biomes look kind of cool. With the pier, we didn't even look inside this like dragon thing. So we'll see. We'll see. They also didn't mention anything about Amiibo, which is a little surprising considering what? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate had Amiibo. That was the last game that Sakurai worked on. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of an afterthought if you think about it, man. Amiibo are like genuinely an afterthought when it comes to all of the different games. You saw Donkey Kong Bonanza. Amiibo were an absolute afterthought. They decided to make a brand new Donkey Kong Amiibo that unlocked one thing that you already got at the very end of the game. And then all the other like 300 different Amiibo just like summoned rocks in the game. So bad. But yeah, I mean, I would love if there was like an alternate costume for Kirby, if you scanned in the Smash Bros. Kirby Amiibo or the Kirby series Amiibo. I would have loved it if Sakurai mentioned something like that, because I mean, a lot of us still have these Amiibo, and the more, you know, you put into the game that have Amiibo functionality, the more valuable your Amiibos get after the fact, right? I don't know. Some of you guys don't care about Amiibo, but like I still think that it was something that Nintendo has launched, and it's still a product. It's just an NFC chip. You can just easily put, you know, a different color of the Wing Star, or maybe Kirby with a different kind of hat or something like that. Meta Knight with an alternate costume, you know, from Brawl, or, you know, I don't know. It could have been something. Could have been something. Kirby has a gazillion different kind of hats. Could you imagine if you tapped in the Smash Bros. Series amiibo into this game, and then Kirby would have that copy ability from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as his like little hat? Could you imagine that? Like tapping in like the Byleth amiibo or the Cloud amiibo or the Mario amiibo, and he would have like a Mario cap. That would be so cool. It would be an homage to the Smash Bros. Series in which Sakurai developed all the Kirby abilities in order to do that. Why is an amiibo a thing? Oh my gosh. Oh, of course, it would take too much dev time to throw a hat on a Kirby and program, you know, the tapping ability, right? I digress. Amiibo, not really a thing yet. I'm not going to hold my breath for it. Honestly, Amiibo has like sailed. Like the ship has sailed on that. I don't know why they're still making Amiibo, like the Zelda Amiibo and the Donkey Kong Amiibo. Forget it, man. Don't get me started. I'm done. I'm done praying for Amiibo. Like, get rid of it. But like, why isn't that a thing? It would be so simple to do. Other than that, friends, like I think the game just looks pretty solid. Although right now it looks very small. The gameplay looks very, very small. You know, in Mario Kart's benefit, Mario Kart World had like 30 courses. This game really showed maybe 5 or 6 of them, and the small city trial, which is bare bones of a game. Like, that would have been okay 20 years ago for Kirby Air Ride, which exactly it was. But like this game, like, dude, we need a lot more. We need a lot more than like 5 or 6 courses and this city trial mode. Like, honestly, I'm trying to think of what Sakurai mentioned in this game. He kind of talked about characters. He really taught us what the game's all about at the beginning. He showed us the different riders, which is great. I love it. The riders have a lot of passion into them right now. Yep, and he showcased the new special ability. He showed that there's really only 8 racers. Because, like, who genuinely liked the idea of 24 racers in Mario Kart World? Like, I don't know about that. 12 racers was cool, fine. But, like, doubling that? Dude, you're eating a blue shell every other 30 seconds, man. It's just not fun. So there's that. Yeah, so having the races, like, limited to, what, like 8 seemed pretty cool, right? I think that was really great. And then the air ride was the race mode. I mean, he's not really showing so much of it. The levels look gorgeous, don't get me wrong. I need more. I need at least 20 levels, man. Because if you're just showing us Floria Fields, Cavernous Corners, Siberian Highway, Mount Amber Falls, that's literally just 4 levels, man. Don't. Like, that's not okay in a 2020 game right now. Like, there needs to be more. So I'm hoping that it's just kind of there, right? We didn't really get the everyone is here treatment like we did for Super Smash Bros. So I'm hoping they do something like that. I'm really, really hoping they do something like, hey, all the levels are here. We got a boatload of content coming for you. And that's kind of what I would expect from like a Sakurai game. Otherwise, this is literally just a slightly glorified version of the original one. With the same kind of levels and the same kind of city trial. Like, trust me, I love those modes. I played the heck out of that, you know, when I was a kid, back in high school. We loved the city trial. I love unlocking all the things. I love the game modes. They're great. But, like, at this point, like, we need more, right? We need more levels, more diversity with that. If this is the only city trial island that we're getting, then cool. Maybe in the future they'll expand on that. I don't know. Could I be nitpicking right now? Maybe. But just from surface level of what we've seen right now, it seems like a very, very small game. And if you're going for that concept, then cool, right? Like, we had a small game in the form of Kirby Air Ride 20 years ago on GameCube. It was very, very small. You know, only a small handful of racetracks, a small handful of unlockables, and then the city trial. That was pretty much it. But this game, I think that in order for it to stand out, like, it needs to be more than just that, right? So that's really it. Those are my only things I would have hopes for. Those are my reservations for Kirby Air Riders. I think that it's too small, and I'm really hoping that they expand on it. And obviously, no amiibo support. Like, that sucks. Like, I'm just gonna flat out tell you, like, that's terrible. DK at least did something, right? Oh my gosh, man. Come on, Sakurai. maybe he's under stress to get this game done before the end of the year. So he really pushed it towards November. And maybe, and then, like, I don't even want to say this myself. I hate this so much. Oh, maybe they'll add it in as DLC. Like, I hate that. I hate that that's a thing that a lot of people say right now. Like, oh, maybe they'll patch in something. Maybe they'll patch in amiibo support. Like, no, finish your game before you launch it. And then give us like DLC that expands on the game versus turning in your homework late, right? And I think that we've just normalized that right now, and we kind of expect it from Nintendo to not finish their homework on time. I mean, case in point, Wii Sports for Switch or Switch Sports, whatever that was. It was just like, oh yeah, here we have like 5 game modes, and then maybe in fall and 4 or 5 months from now we'll give you another sport. Like, no, dude, like finish it. Don't do this. I remember when that happened, I was so upset. And like right now for Mario Kart World, like, dude, you didn't finish free roam mode in Mario Kart World. It's not finished. Maybe go back and finish it. But now it's just like, oh, well, maybe they'll add in some actual missions and update the map and do this, that, and the other in the future. No, that's unacceptable. Why are we normalizing that as us consumers over here? Anyway, I digress. You guys already know how I feel about Mario Kart World. I think that this game looks better than Mario Kart World. I think that the content of Mario Kart World is a lot better, though. Content for Mario Kart World has like Knockout Tour, they got Battle Mode, they got Race Mode, and this is literally just Race and City Trial. So I would really like to see a lot more from it. Even if they borrow, something like that from Mario Kart World. Like Knockout Tour looks really great. Yeah, I don't know, friends. I don't know. I feel like the game looks pretty fine. I'm excited for it. You guys know I'll play it, and then maybe we'll go through and we'll play the we'll play the GameCube one again. Now that I've gone through and I've been streaming GameCube a lot recently with the Donkey Kong marathon that we did. So yeah, maybe we'll go over there and we'll play this like the week before this game comes out in November, and it should be a fun time. We'll just replay it, try to unlock DDD, try to unlock Meta Knight, and really see what's going on. But honestly, it's just a showcase of what the game is all about. They can't really show us absolutely everything. They don't want to, ruin any surprises. They're going to be able to keep those surprises for when the game comes out. At least my fingers are crossed for that. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Talk to me. Talk to me about your thoughts on the game. Those of you guys that have never played Kirby Air Ride but only played Mario Kart, what do you guys think about this game? Do you think it looks better? Do you think it looks worse? Do you think it's too gimmicky? Is it not your cup of tea? Like that's what I want to hear. Like I'm probably the most competent judge out of everyone here because like I've played all of this and I know how I feel about it. You can look at like all my videos on my channel to watch me play through this entire game on GameCube and play through every single Mario Kart all the way to completion. So like I know what I think, but I kind of want to hear from you guys. Are we still going to be playing Pokemon Z to A in October when that comes out for an entire month? Or are we going to be done with that and then we're just looking for something else? Are you still going to be playing Mario Kart World all the way up until November, right? Or are you still going to be playing Sonic Cross Worlds, which is, another Mario Kart racer game just with the Sonic characters? What are you guys thinking? Let me know. I'd be very curious. Vidiot says, think it looks good, but still say Sonic Cross Worlds might be the best racer this year. Yeah, tell me why you think that. Tell me why you think it. I played through the demo or the open beta of Sonic Cross Worlds, and I enjoyed it. I thought that the items were unbalanced and kind of pointless, but I think that the gameplay was overall pretty solid. You'll have to tell me. But the city trial mode is really the gimmick and the unique part of it, so we'll see. But like, if they're throwing all their eggs into one basket, which is city trial, like that's not okay. Oh man, yeah, you guys can just watch me. I'll play it and then I'll let you guys know if it's worth picking up. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, Choco Mango says, considering only the latest Nintendo Direct for Kirby had the Amiibo showcase, likely to show more of this a few weeks or so before the release. Maybe. I mean, Sakurai did spend a lot of time just talking about controls and a lot of other things, but the fact that he like overlooked Amiibo, maybe. I mean, we've got a couple more months for it, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. It's just cosmetic at this point. Like that's the fine line that you draw whenever you're whenever you're trying to incorporate amiibo are literally it's like a paywall. It's like a 13, 20, sometimes $40 DLC that should or should not unlock something. That's really the moral conundrum of amiibo. Do you lock something within the game behind a paywall, physical paywall of the little toy, or do you just not do it, right? And it's just easier to not do it. Let's see. Noired says, never played Kirby Air Ride, not sure what to expect. We'll watch the GameCube playthrough. Yeah, go take a look at my GameCube playthrough of it. It's pretty dated. It was a couple years ago when we did it, but still really, really fun. So it's very cool. Yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting one. Kirby is cute. Vidiotz says the character and track collection is so much compared to the other two. There's rival interactions for each race, the crossovers with franchises. Just a few notes for me for Sonic. Yeah, Sonic Crossworlds does look pretty good. I'm curious. I'm just genuinely curious of all those. We have literally 3 kart racers that are going to be released for Nintendo Switch 2. So which one will come out on top? Are you going to get all 3 of them? Are you a fan of Kirby? Cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just going to hold my reservations till the game comes out. It should be a really fun time. I'm really hoping that it's good though. But like from what it looks like, it's literally the exact same game from GameCube. Just like, okay, now we have a couple new characters and the city trial's in a different area, and each of the characters has a new ability, and they could, do copy abilities, right? There's a special button, which, that's not really that bad. That's not that bad of a thing. But, when you make a sequel of a game 20 years later, it shouldn't just be this almost feels like a remaster. Let's just put it that way. It almost feels like a remaster, not necessarily a sequel, because literally everything that Sakurai is doing is just taking the base game and like slightly like tweaking it, like ever so slightly. Drag race, the targets minigame after city trial, all of those were in the original game. It's nothing new, right? So that's why I have my reservations on it, man. Like these gourmet race, like all these things. Okay, so Dust Up Derby's new. Gourmet race, I don't know. It seems kind of the same thing as whatever you can. But Air Glider, Target Flight, these are things in the previous game that we've had. So Dust Up Derby is just a glorified version of like one of those other things where you just attack each other. So this like I don't know, man. It very much seems like a remake or a remaster with a couple extra added things versus a full-on sequel. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm not as hype, right? Like I would have thought this would have been like something way bigger, like on the scale of Mario Kart World, where there was like something huge, like a huge overarching, story mode, this, that, or the other. Like they teased that weird character at the end over there. Like that's great. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And like until we actually get to play this game, we don't know. We don't know how things are going to go. And the 5-minute city trial, that's going to get stale really quick because you're going to go through the same areas, looking through the same boxes. And I don't know. Maybe like my tastes as a gamer have changed since 20 years ago. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I've gotten a lot more picky when it comes to games. And, when I was just a high schooler and we just had GameCube and we just ordered pizza and hung out after school and played Kirby Air Ride and Smash Bros. Melee and Double Dash. Like things didn't matter because that's all we knew. But in 20 years, a lot more things happen, and you kind of expect more from a game that is exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, which you also purchase for $500. Whatever tax in your local area. You spent that money, man. And like if this is the only thing that we're getting, and it's literally the exact same framework as the first game 20 years ago, only expanded with better graphics and slightly tweaked modes. Like I'm not a fan of that. I'm really not a fan of that concept. So I'm just going to put out my reservations right now. This is what I'm worried about. This is what I'm concerned about, that it's just a glorified remaster. and we'll wait until it comes out, right? So hold your reservations on that. If you haven't watched me play through Kirby Air Ride, go do it. Just type in Abdallah Kirby Air Ride and you can see me play it again. It was like 2 years ago we went through and played the entire thing. And we played all the Kirby games as well, leading up to the Forgotten Land, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. But overall, great. And then you know what we didn't get? You know what we absolutely didn't get? We didn't get the GameCube one. Like, what were they thinking? Why don't we have this on GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online? Like, what were they literally thinking? We were just talking about that. We were talking about that in our predictions. Like, dude, you have GameCube on Nintendo Switch Online. This is an IP that has no other third party outside of HAL Laboratories. Couldn't you just, like, figure it out on how to get that so that we can play the Kirby Air Ride before the Nintendo Switch 2 version comes out in November? Like, who's making the decisions over there? Like, how do you mess that up? All of you guys can think about that when it comes to business. Tell me right now, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. No one's gonna defend that. You have the framework, you have the files. People can emulate this game. People can literally emulate this game online. Why wouldn't Nintendo just come out and say, hey, in order to commemorate this, the announcement and the Direct, we're going to give you guys the full game for Nintendo Switch Online, and you can play it starting today. Why wouldn't they? It just doesn't make a sense. It doesn't make sense to me from a business standpoint. You're sitting on these IPs. What's Nintendo doing, dude? There are people that already don't subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online that probably would subscribe to it if Kirby Air Ride was there, right? It would be the reason for them to pay the $20 a month or $20 a year, whatever the heck it is. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just Nintendo's decisions. And I knew this too. Like I said this in my prediction. Of course they're not going to do that. It would be so easy to do that. Of course they're not. But anyway, hey, if you have a GameCube and you have Kirby Air Ride, so go spend $100, buy a secondhand GameCube. Kirby Air Ride's probably like 60 or 70 bucks. You know, get yourself a controller. And there you go. Now you can play the game. But yeah, just looking at it, dude, looking at it, it's interesting. Abdallah Kirby Air Ride. Did I do that? I streamed the full game. Yeah, 3 years ago. This was 3 years ago. My hair was a lot, my hair was a lot shorter back then. Okay, there was nine courses. Oh, dude, they didn't even talk about top down. Look at the 3 modes. Top ride? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this guy. Dude, they didn't even talk about this little baby mode. It was kind of funny. Dude, my hair was short. What was that? So, did they take out a mode? I'm like legit, I'm legit curious about this. Okay, so this was like in Kirby Air Ride, there was like a smaller mode where you can just do this, like, it was very, very Mario Party. It was very small, it was short. You can run around, throw bombs, do like 7 laps on a little course over here with whatever air ride vehicles you had. Yeah, and then you could literally do all of this stuff. It was really cool. That mode was not there. Top ride, and then we did city trial, minigame. Yeah, city trial and tutorial. Thanks, chapter team. You guys are great. So here we go. This is me playing through city trial. Race around the city and power up your machine. Yeah, like we did this. It was, yeah, it was exactly that. So here we go. This was the tutorial. It showed you exactly how to play the game. Time is limited. Let me see if I do that. City trial and tutorial. Yeah. So like it was fun. It was fun to go through, but like it's short. It's like a 5-minute thing, man. It's like a 5-minute thing. So you're telling me there's only 2 game modes? Like what? Dude, I wouldn't put it past Sakurai to like omit something, you know? I wouldn't put it past him to omit something. But yeah, in the original game, it looked like there were 9 race courses. I'll show you the race course here. Of course, obviously, internet is a little off for the bit rate and everything like that. But yeah, this was like the Nebula something or rather. This is like, yeah, here we go. Sure, whatever. Whoa, bitrate. Is that normal? Oh gosh, man, I gotta work on that quality. Streaming quality was pretty bad, but it is on GameCube too, so we'll see. But yeah, 9 courses in the old game. They really only showed 4 or 5 of them in this game over here. Like, that's unacceptable for a racing game to only have 9 levels. But this was okay because it was this was the GameCube version, and this was acceptable. They didn't really care too much about, you know, the race mode if there's only 9 courses in the top-down mode and city trial. Yeah, truly an interesting time when I'm looking at this, because we did exactly that. Here's another level called like Checker Knights was a level, and you could have the bird or the fly copy ability. That was kind of fun. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, we've gone through this whole game on my channel. It was like a good, what, how long stream? Yeah, about 3 hours. Oh gosh, if you beat the whole game in 3 hours, great. I'm sure there's other things with the achievement modes and everything like that, but yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, I'm like legit worried. I'm legitimately worried. In a vacuum, and I think that Kirby Air Riders looks great, but if you compare it to its predecessor, it seems like the same size. And that's very worrisome to me, because I would want at least 15 to 20 levels in racing. Look, you don't have to give me like 30 levels like Mario Kart did. You don't have to do that. Give me half of that and I'll be okay with it. But for Sakurai not to mention how many levels there are, it's a little worrisome. It's just a little worrisome with that. Yeah, genuinely curious now that I'm looking at this. Like, it's rough. It's really rough to see. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do me a favor, come on over, type in Kirby Air Ride Abdallah. Come on over to this stream over here and then say, hey, from the Kirby Air Riders Direct, and I'll try to heart some of those comments. Let's do a little social experiment. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. I don't know. Like, I don't want that wishful thinking. Wasabi in the comments. Wasabi and I pretty much align on a lot of things about Nintendo Switch. Wasabi says maybe they'll have more modes, stages, etc. before release. We need to keep some sort of surprise. I mean, that is very wishful thinking. I don't know. With the way Nintendo has been releasing games recently, I don't want to get my hopes up that that's the case, because then I know that it's not going to happen, and then we all just get like, okay, great. Like, this is the game. Here you go. Enjoy. Maybe they'll do DLC courses in the future. Paid DLC, free update number 1, update number 2, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't want that to be a thing, like, at all. Yeah. This mode was kind of interesting, though. This top-down mode, like, it was really fun. Yeah, Top Ride. Look at this thing, man. Yo, Top Ride was cute. It was really cute, just going through, like, playing this mode over here, spinning around the corner, playing as, like, little Kirby in this top-down mode. Yeah, they didn't mention it all at all. You would think they would mention all the different modes in the game, but if it's just race and city trial, like, dude, it needs to be more. I don't know. Just legitimately worried, friends. I'm worried about the quantity and the quality of what we actually get over here versus not so much. This is really insane to think about. Now that we're like looking at it, I completely forgot about this little mode here. It's not a game-changing mode, but it was actually really fun, right? Sky, I turned on like the level 5 computers. That was really fun. Oh, then there was like a fire level. There was like a light level, Top Ride. Look at this, man. This is cute, right? And then you could imagine playing this online. It's very like Mario Party. Like the matches in this are like less than 3 minutes a piece. But like I enjoyed it. It was really fun for what it was. Oh man, Top Ride. There were 7 Top Ride courses. Okay, 7 Top Ride courses. It appears 9 race courses, and then you had City Trial. And we did City Trial. There was a King Dedede. Was I trying to unlock Dedede or something? Yeah, I remember I was doing this for a while. Dedede was huge, man. You had to fight Dedede in order to unlock him. He was like actually like the secret boss of the game. There wasn't really a story mode, but just going through and trying to like wreck him was the best. Yeah, and I don't remember how we unlocked Meta Knight, or even if we did. But this was like some sort of very, very small arena, and then you got like limited power-ups. And you had to defeat Dedede as to unlock him as a secret character. And he was huge, man. So I was just like trailing right behind him to try to get some power-ups. And just like slicing him. Did we end up... I think we did do it. I don't know if we unlocked Meta Knight, though. This is bomb. It's funny, man. We'll see. I mean, and he didn't really... And Sakurai didn't mention any kind of story mode or unlockables. So, you know, maybe the concept of wishful thinking is really going to be the thing. Of like, you know, just wait until launch. Maybe they'll... You know, there's going to be a lot of other things over there. I don't know, man. I'm the kind of guy that, like, if you're out here making a Nintendo Direct, then you gotta really showcase what you're working on. You gotta showcase everything. You gotta showcase everything that's there, and maybe leave something as a surprise, like who that secret character was, right? Whoever that character was, cool. Keep that a secret, but like really go over every single game mode so we know what we're getting into. And right now, if the game modes are just race with like a small handful of levels and city trial, that's unacceptable. And like, that's kind of sad for a game that is probably going to be like, what, $60, $70? That is just going to be a glorified remaster. I wouldn't even call it a sequel at that point, man. All right. Anyway, you guys got your homework. Come on over here. Take a look. See where I'm coming from on my reservations over here. Remember, 9 courses in race. We had top down or top ride course, which had 7 courses, and then you had city trial. So there was a lot of things going on. Oh, and then he didn't even talk about achievements, dude. Look. This was the achievements mode. There was like 120 achievements in Air Ride, right? And then like as you did them, they would like unlock over here, and then maybe you can get a hammer. Yeah, you get these purple things. And then the purples were like freebies that you can quickly unlock in order to get stuff. Finish 2 laps within this, that, or the other. He didn't even talk about achievements. Like, that's a really fun thing in the original Kirby Air Ride. Didn't even mention it. Like, what are we doing here, right? For a Direct, you spent like a good 10 minutes talking about what the game is all about. Cool. Didn't have to be 10 minutes, but like, great. Spend some other time on other things. Okay, so yeah, genuinely curious about that. Yeah, I love this achievement mode. I thought it was really fun. Let's actually see some other things over here. Yeah, start game, free run. Yeah, free run was cool. That's kind of like free roam mode. Records, how to play. Yeah, I'm just looking at this menu over here. Yeah, Kirby Air Ride. And then let's see. Yeah, here we go. That was it. Is literally 3 game modes. It's Air Ride, Top Ride, and then City Trial. And there was a land mode over here, never used, but that was it. The game was very, very small for GameCube. I mean, nothing compared to Mario Kart World right now. But I'm hard pressed, and I have my reservations on what this new one's all about, considering the fact that we didn't get anything regarding Top Ride. We didn't get the scale of how big Air Ride was. We only got the scale of how big City Trial was. So... yeah, man, if it's gonna be only like 9 courses in Air Ride, that's gonna suck. Top Ride is nowhere to be found. Achievement system's nowhere to be found. And City Trial looks the same. So, I don't know, friends. Couldn't tell ya, but that's gonna be it for me, man. All right, well, I'm gonna go, I'm just gonna go, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go think. Gotta go find my luggage, man. All right, that's it for me. Greetings from Germany. I'm going to be over at Gamescom. I got some stuff happening all throughout the week over at Gamescom, so I hope that you guys will tune in. Keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll post a whole bunch of things over that way. I think I've got some appointments with Capcom, with Square Enix. I'll head out over to the Nintendo and Pokemon booth. Should be really fun. But yeah, ultimately, tell me what you guys think of Kirby Air Riders. What did you think about the game? Did we like it? Are we excited for it? What would you rate the Nintendo Direct? Do you have more questions and answers? You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments, but that's it. Friends, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. Truly, let me know what you think about the game, especially if you guys are unacquainted with Kirby Air Riders and are just Mario Kart fans. I would love to hear about it. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later.